when you step on that field, it's a whole different world. It's kind of like, you just like gotta like make like a self-transformation. Like you gotta be able to like, turn that switch on. And when that switch comes on, it's kind of like, it's not really like anything else. You just go right into like you just want to hit people and like you want to fly around and make plays, and so it's just a whole different world.
In the case of this exhibition, Mixed Signals, Artists Consider Masculinity in Sports, it brings to Middlebury 40 works by 14 artists. And it addresses the theme of how do athletics really function in society today, and how have artists chosen to personify athletics? What do they really mean? Athletics is such a natural part of our world at the high school level, at the college level, and beyond in professional sports, that we take it for granted. And we're subsumed into this greater world. And I think at this point we don't really think about many aspects of what we're seeing. The whole idea of this exhibit is about getting people to think. And to think about something that is very important to many Americans, the whole phenomenon of athletics.
The question is, what's the cause and what's the effect? Like, do masculine people, are they more drawn to football, or is football what makes people sort of act in a more masculine way? I think that's an important question to answer also.
We have one of the artists whose work is included in the exhibition installing his work here at the college. He's a New York artist named Sean L.C. Leonardo. He's a graduate of Bowdoin and played football at Bowdoin. So we thought this is a wonderful link to Middlebury and to our audience, because he mentioned that he came over to Middlebury and played 2 games on the Middlebury Youngman Field. He's here this morning installing work with 3 Middlebury College football players. So they're actually helping him to get his work on display. And his work is perhaps one of the most imaginative and magnetic in the entire show.
The Bull in the Ring. Now both the performance piece and the sculpture are entitled Bull in the Ring, which take its name from a drill, an American football drill, which has been modified since its original form. It was actually banned due to its violence and danger on the high school and collegiate levels.
One! Come on! Two! Yeah! 3! Come on! 4! 5! 6!
50 years ago, an exhibit like this really wouldn't have been possible. If we tried to bring together an exhibit about art and athletics from 1950 to 1960, it would be a pretty empty show. I think you'd probably have some photography, documentary photography of athletic events, but you wouldn't have cutting-edge creative artists of whose work this show is comprised. Each of the artists in the show has their own point of view. It's a provocative show. It's a show that I think the work is not always easily explained. It doesn't lend itself to short captioned assessments, but it's provocative in the sense that if you're willing to take the time to think about some of these works and think about what the artist's perspective is, what he or she is trying to get at, I think it'll be very rewarding and revealing to the college community.